Hello, my name is Scott Davis, and the purpose of this video is intended to explain how hands-on learning and learning through play is beneficial in an early years childhood program. I will also attempt to demonstrate how early academic learning can be fostered through hands-on activities where it's child initiated that children find engaging and fun, and also incorporate body movements and things of this sort to engage different parts of their brains. The first thing I'd like to talk about is how to set up an environment that's conducive to student learning. You need to provide plenty of opportunities for the students to be creative and imaginative and have spaces for them to, you know, to do these things, including building areas and opportunities to do gross motor skills as well as fine motor skills, and then a place to make art and then display the art so that the children can see the things they're doing. Obviously, you need a place, a reading area, comfortable for the kids to enjoy. If you provide these things, then the students will naturally gravitate and enjoy social interaction together, even while doing something as simple as reading time. So it's a good opportunity for the kids to learn together and to share together and to experience early learning together. Cross-age learning is also very beneficial to students. In these pictures you can see it's a grade 2 class and a kindergarten class working together, creating their own stories. It's all student initiated. The kindergarten teacher and I collaborated and just suggested that we get the two classes together and let them see what they want to create together. So we had groups of one or two second graders with one kindergarten because we had a little more. It's also important to provide opportunities for the students to do their own creations, whether it be Legos or shapes or even something as simple as working with paper. And then you see with this student, she learned how to make a paper box, and then she decides to show her friends how to do it. After they create things, it's important to allow them to share it through blogging or making videos or taking pictures of it, and that's why you see the kids using iPads, because they're actually taking pictures and making iMovies, and they have personal blogs where they share their information. But sharing can be as simple as giving what you've made to somebody else, as in this little girl likes sharing the boxes that she's made, and this is a handbag that another student made. In this activity, it's a math activity that shows how we can use something as simple as the kids are playing rock, paper, scissors, and then they're learning about how to do tally marks, and then obviously how to count by fives, or they've learned how to count by fives, but you use the tally marks to count by fives, and you can see how actively they're engaged in playing a game as simple as rock, paper, scissors, but turning it into a math activity to help them to understand how we use tally marks to keep track of data. This is something very similar where they're using tally marks and then making bar graphs, and what they're doing is they have these little laminated papers that show fruit and vegetables and different types of food, and they're going around asking each other what's their favorite, and then using tally marks, and then eventually they made little bar graphs. And in this activity, you can see once again the students are all actively engaged and enjoying the activity, but they're actually learning math through a hands-on activity. And I also had them make their own bar graphs rather than creating a bar graph sheet for them. So they used rulers and whiteboards with whiteboard markers so it can be redone. And finally, this activity is, once again, it's about data collection, but this is also bringing in some probability where each student is working individually, but they're using a dice. And at the beginning, I had them all predict which number they thought might come up first. And then they roll the dice and then just use tally marks to keep track of which number they rolled. They rolled a 1 or a 5 or 3, whatever, and then at the end, count them all up, and then we come back together as a group and we saw how many, which number did come up first and compared it to our prediction. And finally, the last thing I'd like to show is how to teach through music and engaging where they're doing motions that go with the song. This is a basic beginner English class, and they're learning about different activities. Actually, this song is a morning routine song, and you see they're all having fun singing along. I will finish up with showing you a video that I taught my students. I found a song called the Bucket Song about teaching the students that when we do nice things for other people, that it makes them feel good and also makes us feel good. Anyway, I found this song and I started teaching it to my grade 2 class, and I thought, wow, it would be really good to share with the assembly, because our unit was about how our actions can have effects on other people. So I shared it with the music teacher, and she really liked it as well. So she decided to condense it a little bit, and then she took it a step further and she taught the grade 5 students how to play on guitar and add some percussion. So this next video will show you how learning through music can incorporate, and collaboration with other teachers, cross-age learning can benefit students in so many different ways, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.
Our unit is about relationship and how we want to share a song with you related to our unit. Last week we learned that everyone has an invisible bucket, and when we say and do nice things, we add to other people's bucket. When we do nice things, we also add to our own bucket, because it makes us feel good when we do nice things for other people.